They were loud, fast, and totally unforgiving. These two-stroke beasts didn't just dominate the streets and tracks, they defined an era. With razor-sharp power bands and rebellious character, these top 10 two-stroke bikes that became legends continue to thrill enthusiasts and collectors alike. So, get ready as we ride through machines that earned their place in motorcycle history. Number 10. Yamaha RD250. The Yamaha RD250, launched in 1973, is a cornerstone of the two-stroke beasts. Powered by a 347cc air-cooled parallel twin engine, it delivered an impressive 39 bhp in its US spec, paired with a 6-speed gearbox and front disc brake. Its auto-lube system eliminated the need for pre-mixing oil, which was a rarity at the time. The RD250's lightweight 341-pound chassis and aggressive port timing gave it explosive mid-range torque and a 0 to 60 time of around 6 seconds. In India, it was sold in high torque 30.5 bhp and low torque 27 bhp variants, slightly detuned for emissions and fuel economy. Revered for its raw power, razor-sharp handling, and signature exhaust crackle, the RD250 earned nicknames like the Pocket Rocket and the Giant Killer. It wasn't just a bike, it was a rite of passage for thrill seekers across continents. Number 9. Aprilia RS250. The Aprilia RS250, produced from 1995 to 2002, is a street-legal homage to Grand Prix racing. It housed a 249cc liquid-cooled 90-degree V-twin two-stroke engine derived from the Suzuki RGV250 VJ22, tuned by Aprilia with revised ECU, expansion chambers, and airbox. Output peaked at 55 to 62 bhp at 11,000 RPM, with a top speed of around 138 miles per hour or 222 kilometers per hour. The chassis featured a lightweight twin-spar aluminum magnesium alloy frame and a banana-shaped swing arm for optimal exhaust routing. Suspension included 41mm Showa inverted forks and a Sachs monoshock, both fully adjustable. Brembo brakes, dual 298mm front discs, and a 220mm rear ensured razor-sharp stopping power. With a dry weight of just 141 kilograms or 310 pounds, the RS250 delivered a visceral power band and GP-level handling. It remains one of the last true race replicas for the road, revered by purists and collectors alike. Number 8. Suzuki RGV250. The Suzuki RGV250, produced from 1988 to 1998, is a two-stroke icon modeled after Suzuki's 250cc Grand Prix machines. It featured a 249cc liquid-cooled 90-degree V-twin engine with power outputs ranging from 58 bhp VJ21 to 70 bhp VJ23 SP, depending on the model and market. The VJ22, from 1991 to 1996, was the most celebrated, boasting a banana swing arm, upside-down forks, and Suzuki's advanced power valve system for broader power delivery. With a dry weight of 128 to 140 kilograms, it could hit 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds and reach 130 miles per hour or 209 kilometers an hour. Its alloy beam frame and race-derived geometry made it razor-sharp in corners. The RGV250 also served as the engine base for the Aprilia RS250. Revered for its explosive power band and GP styling, it remains a cult favorite among collectors and track day purists. Number 7. Yamaha TZR250. The Yamaha TZR250, produced from 1986 to 1995, was a road-legal two-stroke sport bike inspired by Yamaha's TZ250 GP Racer. Early models featured a 249cc parallel twin engine with Yamaha power valve system delivering around 45 horsepower. In 1989, the 3MA variant introduced a reverse cylinder layout, enhancing intake efficiency. The final and most advanced version, the 3XV from 1991 to 1995, used a 90-degree V-twin engine producing up to 50 to 55 horsepower, paired with a lightweight aluminum Delta box frame and upside-down forks. With a dry weight of around 128 to 135 kilograms, it offered razor-sharp handling and a screaming power band above 8,000 RPM. The TZR250 was a direct rival to the Suzuki RGV250 and Honda NSR250R, embodying Yamaha's race-bred engineering. Its blend of cutting-edge tech, GP styling, and visceral performance has cemented its status as a two-stroke legend. Number 6. Kawasaki KR1S. The Kawasaki KR1S from 1990 to 1992 is revered as the fastest production 250cc two-stroke ever built. Powered by a 249cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine with Kawasaki integrated power valve systems, it produced 59 bhp at 11,000 RPM and reached a blistering top speed of 139 to 140 miles per hour, or 224 to 225 kilometers per hour, outpacing rivals like the RGV250 and the NSR250R. Its lightweight 131 kilogram or 289 pound chassis featured a stiff alloy frame, 17-inch front and 18-inch rear wheels, and aggressive steering geometry, making it razor sharp yet prone to head shake without a damper. The KR1S was raw, fast, and unforgiving, with a rev-happy engine that soared to 12,000 RPM. Though reliability was a concern, especially with fragile KIPS valves and soft rear suspension, it remains a cult classic. Its rarity, under 10,000 units produced, and unmatched speed have made it a prized collectible among two-stroke aficionados. Number 5. Honda NSR250R. The Honda NSR250R from 1987 to 1999 is a legendary two-stroke sport bike that brought GP tech to the street. Powered by a 249cc liquid-cooled 90-degree V-twin, it featured crankcase reed valve induction, Honda's RC valve power valve system, and Nikasil-coated cylinders for durability. Across its 4 generations, MC16 to MC28, power range from 45 horsepower restricted to 57 horsepower unrestricted, with a 6-speed cassette-style gearbox for quick ratio swaps. The MC21 introduced the iconic gull arm swing arm, while the MC28 added PGM4 digital ignition and a smart card key system. With a dry weight around 132 kilograms or 290 pounds and razor-sharp geometry, it delivered sublime handling. Styled after Honda's RS250 GP bikes, the NSR250R became a cult icon, especially in Japan. Though never officially sold in many markets, gray imports helped it achieve global reverence among two-stroke purists. Number 4. Kawasaki KH750 Mach 4. The Kawasaki KH750, better known as the H2 Mach 4, debuted in 1972 as a 748cc air-cooled two-stroke triple that redefined street performance. Producing acclaimed 74 horsepower at 6,800 RPM and 57 pound-feet of torque, it could rocket through the quarter mile in 12 seconds flat, making it the fastest accelerating production motorcycle of its time. Its double cradle steel frame, single front disc brake, and dual rear shocks were barely adequate for the explosive power delivery, earning it the infamous nickname the Widowmaker. The H2 featured capacitor discharge ignition, a first for motorcycles, and oil injection, eliminating pre-mix hassles. Despite its unpredictable handling and wheelie-prone nature, it became a cult icon. The KH750 wasn't just fast. It was wild, raw, and unapologetically dangerous. It cemented Kawasaki's reputation for building no-holds-barred machines and remains a symbol of two-stroke excess and engineering bravado. Number 3. Suzuki GT500. The Suzuki GT500, produced in 1976, was the final evolution of Suzuki's legendary T500 twin. Powered by a 492cc air-cooled two-stroke parallel twin, it delivered 44 horsepower at 6,000 RPM, paired with a 5-speed gearbox and chain final drive. It featured twin Mikuni VM32SS carburetors, electronic ignition, and oil injection, eliminating the need for pre-mix. The GT500 weighed 179 kilograms or 395 pounds dry and reached a top speed of 105 miles per hour or 169 kilometers per hour. Its double cradle steel frame, telehydraulic front forks, and dual rear shocks provided stable touring comfort, while a single front disc and rear drum brake handled stopping duties. Though overshadowed by sportier rivals, the GT500 earned respect for its bulletproof reliability, smooth torque delivery, and long-distance capability. It marked the swan song of Suzuki's big bore two-stroke twins before the four-stroke era took over. Number 2. Yamaha RD250 LC. The Yamaha RD250 LC, launched in 1980, was a game-changer in the 250cc two-stroke class. It featured a 247cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine producing 35.5 horsepower at 8,500 RPM, paired with a 6-speed gearbox and auto-lube oil injection, eliminating pre-mix hassles. Its monocross rear suspension, telescopic front forks, and 267mm front disc brake gave it sharp handling and solid stopping power. Weighing just 139 kilograms dry, it could hit 98 miles per hour or 158 kilometers per hour and run the quarter mile in 14.6 seconds. The RD250 LC's aggressive styling, derived from Yamaha's TZ racers and its high-revving response engine, made it a favorite among young riders. So much so that UK licensing laws were changed in 1983 to restrict learner bikes to 125cc. Today, it remains a cult classic, celebrated for its performance, simplicity, and rebellious spirit. And at number 1, the Suzuki T500 Titan. The Suzuki T500 Titan from 1968 to 1975 was a groundbreaking two-stroke that defied the belief that large-capacity strokers were unreliable. Powered by a 492cc air-cooled parallel twin, it produced 47 horsepower at 7,000 RPM and reached a top speed of 105 miles per hour or 169 kilometers per hour. Its 5-speed gearbox, Posi-Force oil injection, and twin Mikuni 32mm carburetors made it smooth and user-friendly. The duplex cradle frame, telescopic forks, and twin leading shoe front drum brake provided decent handling for its era. Despite its 187 kilogram or 412 pound dry weight, the T500 was praised for its stability and reliability, even surviving Death Valley test without issue. It won the 500cc class at the Isle of Man TT in 1970 and 1972, proving its performance credentials. Known also as the Cobra, Charger, and Titan, it sold over 100,000 units and remains a symbol of Suzuki's engineering resilience. From racetrack rockets to street-legal screamers, these legendary two-stroke bikes left a permanent mark on motorcycling history. Their raw power and iconic status still ignite passion among riders today. So, which of these legends is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your picks and stories.